Hey everybody, it's Jenny McGurvey and I am back with you today to share how I planned in my mini happy planner for the week of March 6th through 12th. Can you believe it's March? And there is where I used the brand new Happy Planner stickers and Happy Planner stamps. And I'm excited that I am going to share with you the Happy Planner stamps again this week. They are super cute, really versatile, and with both packages there are over 100. Now I'm also going to use these cute cactus stamps from Sweet Stamp Shop. I love them, they're so fun, and I thought it would be really fun to do a green and aqua color scheme this week. Right there you can see all of my planner inks. I do sometimes supplement a couple of colors from my stash with some other chalk inks, but this is by and large all of my inks for my planner. So they are either VersaFine or VersaColor. There's also one Versa Magic there because it's the most beautiful color in the whole wide world. Now I'm going to start by selecting this Hexagon Plans stamp. I'm going to use this thin washi to mask off the numbers. I want to keep the lines today, but I don't want the numbers. So I'm simply placing the washi over the numbers. I'm going to ink up the stamp with the VersaColor, this is actually Versa Magic, ink, and then I will remove the washi tape and then stamp that simply right there. It's so pretty. I love the color, especially mixed with such a great stamp. And then I'm going to go ahead and write my activity right there on this little spot. It's so cute, especially with this color scheme from the planner as well, which is, I should mention, the Be Happy, Be Bright, Be You mini planner. Now I'm going to go ahead and use just the little star stamps and then ink this up with, again, the Versa Magic, just to notate another activity that we had on Monday as well, that Hexagon is definitely the focal point, and you'll see how I play off of that here in just a minute again, but I obviously needed to also add the other activity as well. So now what I'm going to do here is ink up this phone little stamp and add that right there to the top with the green, and as I already mentioned that I'm going to use the grass green and the aqua together. It's really definitely a different kind of color scheme, but I actually love it, probably because it is different. Now I'm going to take this bigger diagonal striped box and I am going to ink it up only partially, and you'll see how I'm going to get to that here in just a second, but I wanted to start talking about it beforehand so that I could give you all of the information. Now I don't need the whole box and I don't want the whole box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the big huge box, which it's a little bit difficult when you have so many stamps to choose from to get the right one, but I figured it out. So I'm only going to put the portion that I want to use on the block and then ink up that portion as well. But then I'm going to place some washi tape down on my page to use as a mask to make sure that I don't get ink there. So now as you can see, I'm just pressing firmly, and then I will go ahead and write my activity down in the box. It fits perfectly, and then I will remove the washi tape. There was a little bit of ink on the washi, so it was good that I did add that there, and then it gives it a nice crisp edge, and it's like it never even happened, and you can't even tell that I only used part of the stamp. Isn't that cool? Now, as a divider for the Wednesday section, I've just inked up this star checklist with the green VersaColor ink, and that divides the box in half. Now, I didn't have any real overwhelming need to have it divided in half. That wasn't a strategic or a functional move. It was really just to add some decor that was really super simple down the center and keep my eye on that right-hand part of the page, which is where the two activities are. Now I'm finished there, so as you can see, the color scheme is really coming together quite nicely, and while it's super different, it really definitely is pleasing and pleasant, so there's no reason to not maybe try some different color schemes together, especially if you're sort of hanging out in the same color palette as well, which I would consider these two to have that similar feel altogether anyway. Now, like I said, I can kind of get a little bit of paralysis when trying to choose the stamps when there's so many fantastic ones that would work, and so many of the different icons or those types of things that I'm used to using in sticker form, and maybe even modifying in sticker form. So definitely something to consider as well. So I'm just using those little bullet points so that I can get my activities down for the Thursday afternoon. And then what I want to do as well is I want to pull out the second half of the week so that I can start stamping functionally there as well. Now, I don't have any activities on Friday, which I consider myself just a lucky duck for that, because it's been so busy up until now that having a free Friday seems just fantastic. Now, Saturday, that is not the case, so I need to add all of my bullet points, and this isn't even everything. This is just the majority and the ones that I know about, the times and stuff at this point. So now I am going to write those in with the bullet points, and I did not use the same top line on the right and the left hand side, which I just wanted to switch it up a little bit. That's it. Now, as you can see, I've got the whole functionality planned out. So while looking at this, now I know I want to add some of my decor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out those stamps from Sweet Stamp Shop, and I'm going to see first if I can get this entire this one bigger stamp to fit in that spot, and I can. Now, as you can see when I pull it up, I missed it. Now, while I didn't intentionally mean to do that, I'm actually happy that it happened, because then I can share with you, okay, all I needed to do was line my stamp up and then just put down the part with firm pressure where I missed the ink. It's not the end of the world. It can be easily fixed. So like I said, while I didn't do it on purpose, I'm glad it happened, because it's a great teaching moment. Now, as you can see, I'm inking up this cactus stamp. I did the pot with the black VersaFine, and I did the plant itself with the green Versacolor. It turned out so stinking cute. I just had to be very careful where I placed the ink, and this is also where a small ink pad comes in really handy. They're easier to maneuver and easier to use in terms of just placing the ink on the stamp where you want it. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing here on this other ink, or on this other stamp, excuse me. As you can see right there, it's so cute. I love it. Doesn't it look fantastic right there together? Or at least I hope you think so, because I love it. Now I'm going to pull out my Versacolor colored pencils. If you don't have Versacolor colored pencils, no problem. Just use what you have. If that's Crayolas or Rose Art or something like that, it's not necessary that you go out and you buy fancy colored pencils. So you can see I'm coloring in. Let's skip ahead. I hate it. I finish it and I hate it. It doesn't look good. I don't like it. I'm not leaving it. Now again, I'm not happy that I did this, because I wish I would have left it, because it looked great. But what I am happy about is that I can share with you, okay, how can we modify this to take something that I hate and make it into something that isn't quite so bad. So now, if I didn't love it, if I was just like meh about it, I'd leave it. Let's be clear. I tell you all the time, it's just a week, just leave it. However, for something that I just can't stand, let's fix it. Let's see what I can do, especially with stamps. They can be so easily covered with stickers. Now I pulled out these sticky sweet stickers from Sweet Stamp Shop, say that 5 times fast, and I wanted to see if there was some cactus stickers that would cover those up. There's not. I don't have the right size. It's okay. It's not a big deal. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to pull out my Happy Planner stickers, some of those decorative quote stickers, and see if I can find some things that will work to cover up my stamping snafu. Now again, the part that I'm upset about is not the stamping, it's the coloring, which I do not love in any capacity. But it's a-okay. I'm not going to stress about it. So I found a stamp or a sticker that can go over it. Bonus. Awesome. Except for you can still kind of see it a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a circle sticker and cover that little portion up. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be better than what I have there, since I hate it, right? Let's be clear. I just want you guys to all understand that we all make mistakes, we all do things we don't love. So now I'm going to trim the edge of this off. Yes, okay, much better. I don't love it, it's not perfect, but you know what? It will do. And I'm going to add a little strip of washi tape too, just to kind of tie the whole thing together. And remembering the rule of thirds, 3 items together in a cluster is always better than 2. It always looks better, it's more pleasing to the eye, so adding that little strip of washi just kind of is a little bit more cohesive and ties it all together. So, and I also like the little bold, the black dots on there as well. Alright, so I'm brave here because I'm going to pull my stamps out again. However, I don't think I'm going to be as brave as I was and ink up with different colors because I feel a little bit burned, even though that was totally not the problem. The problem was the coloring. So now I have stamped that to the top because I want to add one of the really funny little phrases as well. So I'm going to ink that up with my Versacolor and stamp right below the little cactus. It turns out so cute. Can't touch this. I mean, come on, how cute is this? Now I do leave that Wednesday block open on the left-hand side. I feel like that's actually a really good move. It kind of leaves a little bit of white space, leaves a little bit of place for your eye to rest, especially since the rest of the page is pretty darn busy. Now across Friday, because I don't have any activities, I'm going to just go ahead and stamp an entire row of the cute little succulents, and I'm going to use different ones each way across. And this actually turns out fabulous, and I love it. And I hope I get to do the same thing in my classic size planner sometime soon because I really enjoy the way that this one looks. And I built on the height, and then over on the right hand side I'm going to choose a nice short one so that you have that differentiation in height. That's kind of the way that it looks best versus having mixed it all up completely. I love it. It turned out fabulous and I'm super excited about it. And that's what's cool. I no longer am really even focusing on the snafu and the stickers and Tuesday because there are other parts that I love so much. Now I'm going to break out my Tombow brush pen and just write in Itty Bitty Baseball, which is what we do on Sunday mornings for 7 weeks, and write that all out in the script just because it's fun and it's a really fun way to practice each week by adding a little bit of something to the planner pages. Once I'm satisfied with the way that it looks, and I really don't take a whole lot of time fixating on it because it's really not that big of a deal, I'm not entering it in a contest or anything, it's just in 1 week of my planner, and I'm overall fairly happy with it, so I don't need to focus on it. And then I'm also going to just write one little note as well that goes with that, and I will also then pull out some washi tape from Sweet Stamp Shop that goes with it, and just add a couple of little pieces of that just because it's so stinking cute and I love the aqua color and it's all really fun. So thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I really do hope you appreciate or you enjoyed it. I'm sorry. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, leave it in the box below and I will do my best to get back to you. Thank you so much and make it a great day.